Hello, Cancer. All right. So we are doing, it's the beginning of the month, and we are doing what I call my special question reading. And, I really want to look at, I feel like my purpose here is really to help others kind of look at life in ways that allow for greater expansion, greater understanding of the self, journey to self, know thyself. Yeah, so we are asking today, where should you be directing or focusing your attention or energy this month? Attention and energy this month, okay? Where should you be directing or focusing your attention and energy this month? Okay, I have the Four of Fire. I'm going to turn this upright. What a sweet card. Okay, where should you be directing or focusing your attention and energy this month? Cancer. For Cancer, where should you be directing, focusing your attention and energy this month? Four of Fire, Six of Water, Eight of Water. One more. And Two of Water. I got lots of water going on here, Cancer. I suppose it doesn't really surprise me. Okay, so let's see what we got going on. I'm so obsessed with making this straight because when I watch these videos back, I can, that Virgo in me is like, oh my God, the line's not straight. Okay, well, I'm doing my best. All right, so we have the Four of Fire, Six of Water, Eight of Water, Two of Water. Four of Fire is the equivalent of the Four of Wands, yeah? Fours are always about like stability, right? In numerology, it's about kind of stability, foundation. And this is just a really sweet card. It's kind of like, it looks like a fairy. She's playing a little flute. She has kind of like butterfly fairy wings. She has four lanterns lit above her. She's sitting on this interesting stone structure with this circle through it, this kind of hole or tunnel through it. So that's interesting. Then we have the Six of Water, Six of Cups. The Six of Cups traditionally, right, can kind of represent the past. Look into the past. It's like one of the few cards with children on it. So it can represent like the innocence of children and friendship and innocent love. This is very interesting because I feel a little bit pained with this card. I feel like she's kind of holding her stomach, and her face, it doesn't look like a face of pleasure. It looks more like there's some kind of pain that is happening for her. And it's interesting because there's these clamshells here, and these pearls are kind of floating up into the sky. And it's not the clearest sky either. It's kind of got almost some stormy looking clouds there. So we'll come back to that and see what that really means. And then we have the Eight of Water, which is the Eight of Cups. And this is kind of, an energy of walking away. And I do feel like there is this desire for this person to get to the ship. And, of course, this ship is not, right on shore. This person would have to swim out there. And there's no way he could take this chest of pearls with him to get to that ship. But the feeling I'm getting from this, right, just because the sun is just shining these rays of light, the feeling that I'm getting is this person wants on that ship so bad. He wants out so bad. He's going to leave behind this chest of pearls. He doesn't care because he knows he's not going to make it if he tries to take it with him. It's like he wants this fresh start. He wants a fresh start. Very interesting. I mean, traditionally, the Eight of Cups is a card of walking away. It is a card of knowing, you know, you have 8 cups and those 8 cups are full, and that's, you know, that's great. But at the same time, it's like something's missing, and those things that you have are not great enough to fulfill that awareness that something bigger is missing. Okay, and that's kind of like, that's really the same energy that is coming through here. Like this chest of pearls, that's wonderful, it's great, but you know, something is missing, and it is enough of a void that you're willing to leave, you know, other things behind in order to figure out what that thing missing is. And for this person on this card, it's like, I feel like it's really wanting a fresh start. And then you have the Two of Cups here. And the Two of Cups is just, you know, the Rider-Waite deck, the Two of Cups is one of my most favorite cards, because the Two of Cups is really, to me, an energy of sacred union. It's like when the two become one, right? And it's just like these two energies coming together, and both energies are full and fulfilled. They're whole. They've created wholeness within them. And so when they come together, they're each bringing their wholeness forward into creating a whole new whole, right? And so it's just a really nice energy that I really enjoy, and enjoy feeling. This Two of Water, this Two of Cups here, feels very playful. It feels like these fish are kind of like dancing with each other, circling each other, and they have this really nice environment in the water. The water feels clear and fresh, except for like a few seaweed flowers or whatever these are growing. Yeah, okay, so when we ask the question, where should you be focusing or directing your attention and energy? You know, I feel, give me a second. You know, I feel like the central energies here are definitely the Six of Water and the Eight of Water. And again, right, Cancer, the Six of Water is not traditionally a painful card. It's kind of a, you know, traditionally it's like a sweet and loving card, but the energy flowing from this right now is, it feels like pain. And so does the Eight of Water. These two cards kind of feel like this pain. You know, honestly, this feeling I'm getting here from this woman is that almost like she's lost a baby. I almost feel like she's, you know, she was pregnant and she had a miscarriage, and she lost that new life that was growing inside of her. And it, I feel like the story behind it is that it put her in this place of like, you know, feeling this void and feeling like something is really missing, you know, beyond the child, right? Like the child being lost is, you know, this new life being lost, right? The child is representative of creation and new life, and this new life being lost has really made her recognize that there's a real void in her life. There's really something missing. And I feel like for you, it's really important to direct your attention to this feeling, because these feelings that, you know, that come up in us, they're information. They are trying to tell us something. So what is this feeling trying to tell you beyond, you know, that something is missing, right? Like what's missing? What is missing for you? You know, that's the question. What is it that's missing for you? And I feel, because these are the surrounding energies here, right? The Four of Fire and the Two of Water. It's like, I feel like what's missing is like a stability and a security of sacred union, okay? And so maybe this is in reference to a relationship, right? Maybe the relationship you're experiencing right now is it doesn't have that solid foundation, and it is not one of of sacred union, right? And maybe that's something that you are becoming very aware of, and you're really realizing that you want something different. But this also could be sacred union within self, right? Maybe there's some gap within self that is like, there's like this realization of missing something within yourself, right? Missing this wholeness within yourself, and really desiring to find it, but not really knowing how, right? It's like security and trust in yourself, in the knowing of, of yourself as whole, right? So yeah, I mean, definitely, it could be work too, right? It could be like this, you desire to find this wholeness and stability in work, but deep down inside, like it's always kind of missing from it. It's missing from whatever your work is, like it's missing this component of something that makes it feel whole, right? Makes it feel worthy, makes it feel, so it could be a lot of different things that this energy is really coming through in. And so I feel like, when we're asking the question, where should you be directing or focusing your energy and attention? Like, really take a look at where is this feeling coming from? Where is this feeling of like missing this new life, this new creation, this, where is this coming from? And is it in the realm of work? Is it in the realm of love? Is it personal, in the realm of self? Where is it? Like, identify, what is really causing that? Maybe it's all three, maybe it's a combination. Really look at that, and then like really look at identifying like that feeling in really solid terms, right? Because again, right, these feelings, they give us information. And so we want to know, what is it about this particular thing that makes you feel like there's something missing, makes you feel less than whole? What is it about this thing? Okay, what's missing, right, in this particular realm? And when you can identify what this thing is that is missing, right, then you can look at how to regain it, recapture it or bring it in. But you kind of have to first identify what exactly it is first before you can go out there and find it and bring it back into you. Okay. Yeah, I want to ask like what the advice is around this situation, right? What is the advice around, because it feels heavy, like this feeling of something missing and not knowing what it is, feels heavy. I mean, I think we kind of know what it is. It's like new life. Like the thing that is missing is like this fresh start, from this new place of like, maybe there's some real, maybe you've gone through like some identity shift, right? And so, it's almost like you've had an increase in awareness, and so your identity has shifted a little bit, and maybe this life right now, right, as you're experiencing it, is not aligned with this new level of definition of who you are, right? So it's like there's a misalignment between who you are and your life. And so this wanting here, this missing something here, is about realigning that. It's like you know, first there's a shift in you, and then then you have to bring your life up to meet you at that place, right? It doesn't, well, maybe it does sometimes, but not always. I would say probably not most of the time. You're not moving the two up together. Maybe sometimes. In my experience, from what I observed and what I've experienced, is that there's usually some kind of shift in the self first, and then it's like, okay, now there's a misalignment, and so you have to bring up, you know, the outer experience. Okay, so I'm going to ask what the excuse me, I'm going to ask what the guidance is around this. What's the guidance or advice? What's the guidance or advice around this? Guidance, advice. One more. Guidance or advice around this situation. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, you know, I feel like this is pretty clear in the sense of we have another, you know, a 4 card here, which is, again, you know, about stability, security, safety, okay? But we also have the 2 of air showing up, and that is like, that feels like make a decision around this. Like make a decision to take a step in a new direction, right? Because if you're not making any decisions, if you're not deciding to make any movement, then you're just stuck. Okay, so you have to make a decision to make some movement. Okay, and this is not the easiest decision for sure. Like, you know, the 2 of air is, again, like there's this battle in the mind, sort of you know, being stuck almost. But the advice here is like, make a decision that is very different from a decision that you might have made in your earlier self, right? Make a decision that is more based in like, what gets me excited? What sparks excitement within me? Make a decision along those lines, and then let go. Like, you know, just like let go. Let go of anything else. Like, make that decision, and then everything else you just have to let go of. And then take a step towards that decision. Let go of everything else. That's it. Okay? I know I say that's it, like it's easy. I know it's not, but you know, once you make that decision towards the thing that, you know, brings that fire, that gets you excited, and that's kind of how you know, right? That's how you know you're moving in the right direction, is you feel excited about it. When you're not moving in the right direction, it feels like ugh or ah, you know. So, so make a move. Make a move. That's you know, that's what you got to do. It's like, otherwise you're just going to stay stuck. You're going to stay stuck in this feeling of like something's missing. So instead, like, make a decision to make a move, and then make a move, and then let go of everything else. Just let it go. Okay? All right. You got this. You can do it. I have faith in you. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have been, like, you know, contemplating making a move in a new direction. You know, I want to create community here. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Yeah. All right. You got this. Lots of love. Aloha.